Hey everyone, welcome to the Lax AI channel. Hope you're all doing well. So the AI wars are happening. The AI, you could call it the Cold Wars or the Soft Wars or whatever. They are finally happening. We've been seeing how OpenAI has been doing this 12-day event, and every day they've been releasing some new awesome stuff, including like O1 coming out of preview, Sora, and today's the last day as I speak. Today's the last day of O1 OpenAI, and let's see it'd be great to see what they're gonna ship today. And Google has been giving them stiff competition, and Google has been shipping so much of stuff during the same time. And the latest one, which has been creating a lot of buzz from Google, is this thinking model, the Gemini Flash thinking experimental model that they released in their AI studio, Google AI Studio, and competitions competition chat rooms like chat arenas. This Google thinking model has been getting really high scores from a lot of people, and this is like actually supposed to be like the direct competition to O1, which is also like a thinking model, like test time compute and thinking and reasoning and all of chain of thought and all of those stuff. So if you see my recent video, what I was doing was O1 came out of preview. There was just a couple of last week or so. And I wanted to see how is O1 doing on some practical images. So now we have another thinking model from Google, and it's apparently been doing really well in the chat arenas. So what I'm going to do is that the same images that I had given to O1, I'm going to give the same images to Google's Gemini Flash thinking. And we're going to see how they go head to head, almost a bit. So let's jump right in. So we are in Google AI Studio, and I've selected the Google 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental. So this is the largest token, and the one of the latest model. And it's amazing. It's it's being offered for free right now. It's a multimodal model, and it's a reasoning model, and it has reasonable rates, tokens and stuff like that. So let's jump right in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do these tests with a blind setting, meaning that I'm not going to change any of the settings. Use those as it is, and instead of optimizing. So the first the first challenge was spot the difference challenge, which we did for O1. So this says that this image has two photos. Can you spot the difference? I'm going to click on run. This is just like a simple spot the difference test. So we probably did it previously, and then. So it says number of points, that is wrong. The number of points in the top image is 9, so that is already wrong. Magnifying glass position, that is correct. Cage detail, I think that is correct. And shirt lines, let's see. Shirt lines, yeah, maybe we can give that. The shirt lines is different. The number of vertical bars in the front cage is different. And then calculator of phone detail, there's a small square detail on the right side of the calculator phone, the top image is missing on the bottom image. So it's I don't think this also got everything right. Maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. Even O1 did not get everything right. So I think this is it got six differences, but yeah, they're not fully right. So anyways, so I'm going to clear the chat, and I'm going to upload this next image. So let's see. So the next image, if you remember, is going to be on identifying famous people in images. So I got what we want to see, if these AI models can identify famous people. So I was lucky to get a photo with Professor Gilbert Schrank and as well as Professor Jeannie Golub. So let's see if it can tell anything about them. How many people are there in this image? What can you tell about them? So let's see. So yeah, one amazing thing, it's really fast, but there are 5 people in this image. It got the first one wrong. So, well, maybe not. Okay, if you actually include these 2 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there are 1, 2, 3 in the background. So maybe, okay, that's not bad. So there are three people visible. The person on the left is wearing a light blue collared shirt and a lanyard with an ID badge. He has a mustache. That's me. Person in the middle is an older man wearing glasses and a patterned sweater. That's correct. A dark jacket. There are two people on the right side. There are two people visible. One is an older man, and the other one is a white man. And there's California printed, so that is good. It got the basics right. It didn't say anything about these two like people. Can you? So these are, some of them are famous. I'm going to say some of them are famous people. Can you recognize? I think it should not, probably it won't get it. It will say that it's not programmed to do it and things like that. But oh my god, that's the thing, right? See, the older gentleman in the left bears resemblance to Bill Gates. Okay, the older gentleman in the right looks like Bill Clinton, the former president of the United States. Oh my god. I think this is where like Llama and O1 were doing a better job, because they would say that we cannot answer this, and whereas Google is just like almost confidently giving a completely wrong answer. So let me prompt it further, and because these are multimodal models, so what I'm going to do is the same thing I did for O1. I'm going to give it a hint and ask it to guess who they are. Let's see, it's thinking. So I said one of them is Gilbert, one of them is a famous math professor, which is like Gilbert Strang. It got it. Author of Matrix Computation, who is no longer alive. That is true, unfortunately, but is Jenny Golub. So it also got it. But that is looking at the older gentleman on the left side of the image, the resemblance is quite strong. The older gentleman on the right side of the image seems to match his appearance. Unfortunately, you see, that's where I don't know why Google is doing this. So is it like when it says left, right, is it like meaning this left or this left? So imagine like if I assume that this is the left one, it's saying that he is Gilbert Strang. But if it assumes that left of me, if it's Gilbert Strang, then it's actually right. Then it's actually correct. So either ways, it's doing something. The older gentleman on the left side of the image is Gilbert Strang. Nope, that is not true. The older gentleman on the right side of the image is Jeannie H. Golub. That's unfortunate. You see what's going on, right? If it said the older gentleman on the left side of the younger person, then I would have at least kind of thought, okay, it's maybe trying to do something. Again, it's confidently kind of getting messed up. So let me prompt and see if it can identify me from this photo. Can the younger person in these two photos be the same person? Can you compare the facial features? So let's see. Let's compare the facial. One amazing thing is it's super fast. So let's see now. Younger person on the right side, face shape. Okay, younger person on the left side, face shape appears to be round oval, eyes, nose, mouth, lips, hairline, all of those things. And it's doing the same thing for this one also. There are significant similarities in the facial features. Okay, not bad. Conclusion: based on the conclusion, it is highly likely that the younger person is the same person, same size. The difference in facial hair could easily be explained by shaving or the photo taken at different times. That is the correct one. So this is what O1 did not get, or O1 did not want to kind of commit here. So because these were taken in different years, maybe 3-4 years apart. One was in like 2006 or 2007 when Professor Jeannie Golub had come to India and for a conference at IIT Kharagpur. And the other one was when I was studying as a graduate student in UC Santa Barbara. Professor Gilbert Strang had come there, and I was lucky to take a photo with both of them. I also have a book signed by both of them, which is lucky there. So yeah, this is I would say some of it is okay, but it confidently got many of those wrong, so which is still a bad thing. So I'm going to clear the chat again for this one. So let's see. I mean, again, these are just one-time clearing, so that's fine. So the next image is going to be on the CCTV kind of surveillance. That is another thing that I wanted to try if it can do kind of some surveillance. Like these are practical applications. So what I'm going to say is that image of two screenshots of CCTV multi-camera with 8 camera taken at different timestamps. So I would basically describe this in detail. I want it to kind of find people like there is one person who arrives at different timestamps, so there is this person here, and then the same person I think also goes here. So as humans we can easily spot these, and if you build systems like you can easily like with today's systems, with if you kind of attach this with say grounding Dino and other kinds of things, you could have like excellent surveillance systems. So let's see. Unfortunately, it is fast, but I think it made the same mistake. So what it says, the thoughts produced are experimental. Expand to view model thoughts. The user wants to identify the camera where a person is visible in both left and right. I need to analyze both the screenshots and compare. Plan, identify the plan on the left, identify the person on the right. So the thinking is good to compare the visibility in both and output the JSON person times my camera number. That is good. So that's why even for some reason O1 did this. It says 5, 5, but actually it's 5 and 2 if I'm not wrong, and it's not said anything else, right? It's can you explain your output? Can you explain your result? Oh, whatever. Let's see. Because like it just gave the answer, and surprisingly O1 gave the same answer. So but I want to know why it kind of gave that answer. So let's see. My result indicates that there's a person visible on camera 5 in both left and right of the screenshots. So yeah, unfortunately this is wrong. There is one is like the one is in camera 5 and the other one is camera 2. So I think in the question, what I've said is that there's a person appearing in both left and right. On which cameras is the person appearing on both timestamps? So that's wrong. So it's like one is 2 and the other one is 5. So if you can carefully see, this is the 5th one, and this is the 2nd one. You can see this person kind of here. So that is also, I didn't get this right either. So let's clear this chat. So I'm going to the next one. So we are these 3 done. I think the 4th one is going to be interesting. I hope it gets this. This was my favorite of the O1, one of the best I really liked. So it's taking a while to upload. Okay, got it. So this is a screenshot of a lecture by Professor Hani Farid from UC Berkeley. Can you extract the text from the screenshot? Can you also explain to me what concept he's teaching based on the text and the code? So Owen did a commendable job here. So let's see what Flash is going to do. So it's first extracting the Python code. I think it more or less got it right. So let's see now what it's saying. So I think Python code, it more or less, it's an OCR thing, so it more or less got it. So let's see, expand to your model thoughts. The user wants to extract both the right and understand the concept being taught. Yes, that's correct. Extract text line by line, analyze the code and comments to identify the topic, provides consent. So that's good. I see that this is like what Andrew Ng says, that this is the agentic kind of thought reasoning, line of reasoning that agents should do. So I like that how it lays down its thoughts. If you see like Professor Andrew Ng, Landing AI, so they do something very similar with vision models. So Professor Hani Farid is teaching the concept of C+ descent. That is exactly correct, which is an optimization algorithm to find the minimum function. That's true. Model, so it's underlying linear model, generates random slope. Okay, and then quadratic form, which is common optimization, represents Hessian matrix. So then what else it says? This is the core of the demonstration. It initializes a random starting guess for the parameters UI. It enters a while loop that convergence and control. Inside the loop, there is a residual that is correct, B minus AUI, which indicates the direction of steep descent. AI equals RI transpose RI divided by RI transpose ARI, calculates the step size learning rate. Yes, that is correct. That is really nice. This step size to find the optimal distance to move in. So this is where many of these algorithms differ, like how they compute the step sizes You have a few variants of these same algorithms. So uj equals ui plus ai ri updates the parameters to make agree with the calculated direction of the calculated step size, and it's also, and then it checks for convergence and updates the conditions. So this code demonstrates the steepest descent iteratively. Okay, finally, yes, iteratively refines an initial guess for the model parameters by moving in the direction of rapidly decreases until the error converges solution. This is good. I personally prefer what O1 did, because O1 actually even went further. It actually said that this is like the iterative least squares, like iterative, like steepest descent kind of, and then said that how and it also laid down the equations. Here it's what Google Flash is doing is more in a different way. It is explaining the code line by line. Maybe that's what I asked in the question as well, and explaining the concept behind that. So what is teaching? Yeah, let me ask, like I didn't ask this to, can you write the equations and explain? So I didn't ask this to O1 because O1 already gave me the equations, but let me see if this Flash is able to give that. So it's giving the equations, but it's all in, yeah. So steepest descent, iterative, use this code with caution. Yeah, so I think this is, it's giving it as it looks like, is it LaTeX? LaTeX functions, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that these are things that could be improved. I mean, again, this is a preview model, not the full model, but again, like Owen at least was able to kind of just display the equations in a very nice way and explain it. So, but still, this is good. I at least kind of liked what it said. So it kind of also explained the code line by line and etc. So let's go to the next one. So the next one is going to be a very interesting image. So this one is so I once went to a Tata Chroma store, which is like a digital store where you get like lots of digital equipment. It's like somewhat like Best Buy, or you can think of it as a old time Radio Shack kind of a place. So I'm just gonna, and there they had this very interesting thing called anybody can come and put their electronic waste. So they were like encouraging people to come and dispose their electronic waste here. So that electronic waste is something which is really important. You should not kind of do it. So let's see what the thought process user wants me to describe the photo. The photo shows an advertisement and an e-waste bin. Excellent. So it's able to like get this, but the advertisement is just like from nothing, and then it says e-bin has the text, dispose your e-waste here. A patch of artificial grass next to the. Excellent. It's able. This is perfect. I think Owen also did an excellent job. So this is an advertisement and an e-waste disposal bin next to each other. On the advertisement is a red fort, so it got all of that. To the right of the advertisement is a black disposal bin, electronic e-waste. So this bin is labeled "Dispose your e-waste here" and features illustration of a. There's also a patch of green grass yeah. So basically, yes, it got all of it. So I think one extra statement that Owen also kind of gave was that it said that this is a way for people to encourage people to kind of do like more of disposing their electronic waste and things like that. But more or less this got almost all of those things. So which is good enough. So let me clear this one as well, and then on the next one. So the next one is going to be a very practical thing again, which we come across. This is restaurant menu cards, and I like Jane food a lot. So Jane food is just a type of food. I think it also shares a lot of, sometimes it used to be called pure vegetarian before. You don't have onion, garlic, and then other root vegetables with it. And there are these restaurants here which have this Jane in their thing. So what I'm going to do, so this menu card actually has some of the dishes which can be made Jane, and then some of them which can be made spicy. And then there is an intersection which is both Jain and spicy. So I want to kind of get the list of the dishes which are both Jain and spicy. So let's see if Gemini Flash can do it. So here are the dishes that are both Jain and spicy. So for this one, I probably have to go and maybe just verify it myself if it got it right. So let's see. So let me just for this let's actually go and do it manually ourselves, right? So if you see this is Jain food and this is spicy food. So what I want is both Jain and spicy. So there must be like five of them, I think. So this is one, this is one, this is one, this is one, and this is one. So which are I think bel puri, sev puri, and let's zoom in a little bit. So it's going to be bel puri, I think, and then sev puri, dahi puri, milk sandwich, and cheese milk sandwich. It's not clear which one matches which. So maybe we can match by this cheese milk sandwich, dahi puri, and sev puri. Maybe those are the Jain ones. And then the last one is either a pizza pani puri or chili cheese toast. So this should be the correct answer. What O1 was doing was it was listing all the Jain ones, all the spicy ones, and all the Jain ones, but could not get the intersection right. So let's go and see what O1, Gemini Flash is kind of thing. It says here are the dishes that are both Jain and spicy. So one good thing is that it actually got what I want. So it's like dahi papdi, murk sandwich, cheese murk sandwich. I think those are correct ones. So I remember seeing murk sandwich and cheese murk sandwich. Then cheese chili toast, pizza pani puri was also there in the list. And then paneer masala toast and corn cheese masala toast. I think these two are not there. So let's go back and check. Or I don't know if I missed it. So if I see, so it got milk sandwich, cheese milk sandwich, and then pizza pani puri, and then I think this is where it got mixed. Chili cheese toast is what it said, and what was the other one? It said dahi papdi, corn cheese masala toast. I don't know where it got corn cheese. Okay, corn cheese masala toast is somewhere way here. So that's not even spicy and neither Jain. So I don't know why that it got that one. But again, it still is. I like the answer much better than what O1 gave. I would give this one better ones. So this is this restaurant is called Bangalore Tiffin House. So Bangarpet is an area in Bangalore, so they call it Bangarpet Chat. So this place is a really nice place. I go there many times. It's like um, when I used to be in the US, I used to go to a Starbucks or one of those places and just go there and work. So BTS is one of those places here that I usually go and spend time. So yeah, so coming back, share this tab instead. So yeah, this is still good. I mean, in the sense that it's still I it's able to understand the question. It got both. It got that I was looking for both Jain and spicy. So I think you can even if I go, the user wants to find all the dishes that are both Jain and spicy. This is exactly what I wanted. And O1 was kind of getting this wrong. This is the main thing, right? So it got that wrong. I need to go through each item in the menu and check if it has both Jain and Jain's food symbol and spice food. That's really good. But O1 got other things right. It was able to like kind of it was able to understand many of these things, but somehow it got this one wrong. So let's clear this and go to the next one. But I'm really happy with this one. So, and next one will be, it's also food related. So let's see. So this is called in Tamil it's called the pulikachal. So you get it. Usually people make it and then keep it for some time, and then you can make rice with it, like puliodara or puliogare. It's very common in South India, like in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka and a few other places. So let's see a close-up shot of a glass filled with, and then just see the speed. Even without I just clicked, it's so fast. That's why the flash, the 2.0 flashes. That's really great. The close-up shot of a glass jar filled with pulikachal rice mix positioned horizontally on a dark opaque jar has a bright. It says grand sweets. Yeah, it's basically got all of it right, and I also timestamped it, so that also it got it right. So the next one, what I wanted to ask is that So what is this used for? So basically, it's you can make basically what recipes you can make with it, and so on. So this is a pulikachal rice mix. It is used to make pulisadam, excellent, known as tamarind rice. It's also called puliogare, pulisadam. Yeah, all of them. You would typically cook rice separately and then mix it with this prepared mix to quickly create the flavored rice. That is absolutely right. So I'm glad I got this. I used to buy. When I was in the US, this used to be one of my staple food. This Vertex and a few other things. Just cook hot rice, and then take this and mix it, and then have it. And that used to be what I was living for many years. So yeah, but it basically got it right. And I think even the model thoughts the users asking about the product shown, Pulicacha rice mix indicates a mix of pulisadam. Yeah, so basically it got this one also. Why this is important is that you can go back and kind of you say it got something wrong, it can go back and kind of say why it got it wrong. It's like a kind of a metadata also in some aspect. So that's why this model thoughts is a really interesting thing. Now, one thing, that extra thing that I think O1 added was the cultural aspects, that it's also given in Vishnu temples and things like that as a prasad, a very common thing. So it's a few other aspects that it added, but again, like, this is more or less exactly what it got everything right, and things like that. So the next one is going to be like a very interesting one. So that's going to be very practically useful also. So let me just first clear this. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to upload a photo of a religious calendar. So what I mean by religious calendar is that this has dates, not the regular calendar which has the regular festivals, but festivals which pertain to events of a temple and so on. So I'm going to give the same kind of question which I gave to O1, just to kind of maintain consistency. So that time I'd asked if there are any festival on December 7th. So let's see. So yes, according to the calendar, the festival on December 7th is Sri Subramanya Sashti. Excellent. This is what I was looking for. This is excellent. So why I really like this is that, so what my father would do, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would also do, is that they would, although this calendar is there, they would come and kind of see, okay, what are the functions from say, what are the functions in this month, and what are the functions in next week, and so on. So that will give like an idea of okay, these are the functions that are happening. So it says, right, so December 7th is Sri Subramanya Sashti, and then the O1 was getting this confused as 04. So this is the exact image I submitted then, so it's got confused 04. So how this will be helpful is that, so these are the ways in which so I was telling somebody the other day, is that today's AI can be used in a lot of things, which maybe you don't need to use them. Maybe you don't need to use AI there, but AI can be used there, and it may kind of make things nice and easy. It's your choice, but there is an option here. So it's like, so for example, here the next question I would want to ask is that, so what festivals are there, say after December 7th, right? Like, in the sense that after this, what are the remaining festivals that are there out there? So let's see if O1 is able to get that. I mean, not O1, if Gemini is able to get this as well. So what festivals are there after December 7th? And you can see that I think it's got it right. Let me just verify that. I think it's more or less right, because I know that December 23rd is Sri Kala Bhairava Ashtami, or Kala Bhairava Ashtami. You can say both ways. The user wants to know the festival that occurred after December 7th, provided the calendar image. So I need to examine the December section of the calendar and list all the festivals list after. So excellent. It's exactly what I'm looking for. And yeah, that's amazing. So yes, I think it got most of it. We got it right. So this is December 7th, right? There is 11th December is Gita Jayanti, and 15th December is let me just go down and I think go back here. So yeah, you see here. So yeah, So 11th December is, so it got this right. So you should remember Sashti, right? 11th December is Gita Jayanti, 15th December is Purnavati of Shatasanti Homa at Kalikamba Temple, and 23rd is Kala Bhairava. So imagine for people like my father, who kind of comes and sees his calendar from day to time, and then okay, and remembers, okay, these are the festivals that are going to happen this week, and so on. I mean, there's also a human thing to it. Some people like to just do this as a human and do this exercise. But again, that's the the creative aspect, right? So this got everything right to the date. O1 got this totally wrong. This one, Flash got this completely right. This is excellent. And then I was telling somebody the other day, it's like, say you go somewhere and you have maybe to the airport, like in the plane, or maybe to a restaurant. You see a newspaper, an article is really interesting, but it's really large from one top to the other. Like, and today's AI, you can just take a quick picture, and then take it in your phone, and then just ask AI to summarize the key points and describe the article and what are the analytics or anything about it, and so on, things like that. So these are the ways in which this is possible to use AI today this way, but it's like you have to kind of tune people, or at least make people aware that these kinds of things can be used, and it has to be done in like a way. That's why people like AI influencers and AI enthusiasts, and then even people like me, I don't know where I want to call myself in, have to do these kinds of things again and again, and that'll kind of it's like these it's an implicit kind of marketing advertisement, or the kind of way it's like how you change people's mindset and then the way of thinking. But unfortunately today, what I see it's happening is that all of these big players, whether it is OpenAI or Google and Llama, Meta, and all of these, and Nvidia, they're all doing amazing stuff, amazing stuff. But most of them are not going to the full extent to kind of keep on injecting that these are the things that are possible today in today's life, and then you have to keep doing that. And in a way, I used to like also think about this in terms of, say, how the deep learning revolution also happened, or even like things like people, some of the big professors, they used to go and keep talking about their work again and again and again. They wouldn't be just satisfied that, oh, I published it and this is great work, I'm going to move to the next work. They used to be doing it again. Last week I was part of the organizing committee for ICVGIP, Indian Conference on Computer Graphics, Image Processing, and the Computer Vision. And I think and one of the keynote speakers was Professor Al Bowick from UT Austin, and he was and in 2008 I attended ICIP in San Diego with my Professor Manjunath, and then I remember that Professor Al Bowick was the keynote speaker there, and then he was talking about this SSIM, which today we all know, like as people use it very commonly, structured similarity index metric. And there he used to be like, guys, you should not. He was addressing thousands of people in a big hall and saying that we have done some work wherein we are showing that PSNR or SNR, these are similarity metrics. These are not good metrics. We have created another metric called SSIM. We have released the code, and we will release some sample image, and we also have a paper which describes in detail why SSIM is a better metric. So many of these things again and again and again, they will be marketing. And today we see SSIM as one of the very common things that's being used. And in a similar way, the AI revolution also, I think they used to keep on talking about this still for people to use things. So in a way, I think that's to cut the long story short, this is one way that we need to also keep on exploring what's possible with today's AI and so on. So let me close clear this one. That was a long chat, but and go to the next one. There are only two more. So we only two images left. So the next two, I think it's mostly going to get these two, having seen what it's been doing so far. So the next one is going to be an interesting one. So it's about a conference paper that I was part of, and my colleague Chandrakant had presented this a couple of weeks back at ICPR in Kolkata. So I just want to see if this can explain the conference poster. And so what is interesting about this is that, so let me just show you the conference poster here. So this was the paper that was presented. So controlled image, SimGen, controlled satellite image manipulation by fine-tuning pre-trained generative models on limited data. And this was the generative models here before, like it was like GANs and other kinds of models. So what is interesting here is that this is like a multimodal and heavily packed poster. So you have text here, you have images here, you have block diagram, then you have like also like tables, graphs, you have everything. So it's got quite a complex thing, and it's going to be really useful also. So I visited, I was part of the organizing committee for the international conference on ICVGIP last week, and there were like lots of posters there as well. So I mean, like going through each poster, understanding, and that'll be good. But it'll also be great if we can just come and take pictures of them, and then ask one of these large language models to just summarize and put it up in a nice way. So this is what one is, I mean, the Flash is saying, okay, the user wants a description and explanation of the image. This image is a research poster. Excellent. It's able to get that. So then it's basically laying out all of them. So you can see that it's basically has laying out all things like the title, authors. First, we talk about the image editing part, which is where we use the GANs, and then we kind of then it basically says what all we do here, and then it also talks about the visual results, SSIM. I just talked about that, so that's also like mentioned here, and then the last part is the forensics part. Now that we have done the image manipulation, and then or editing, like the forensics, we also had proposed like forensic method to kind of, if somebody manipulates them, so you can detect them using things like BART, like barrage of random transforms, and also adversarial training. So it's explained everything. So and then also gets the the graphs, all the tables and other things as well. So it also tells what are the other methods that we can use in future. So excellent. This is, I mean, this is what I was, I expected that this would get this. And it's been excellent. So we just have one more image to go, and that's going to be one of my favorite images from one of my old papers. And so this is it's like a multivariate chart, like multivariate graph or chart. So let's say, I'll just say explain this chart, right? And just how fast it's going. It's like, that's amazing. It's like Flash. It's like really Flash. It's just totally amazing. So basically, I'll first show what this thing is about. This multivariate chart is about. So O1 also performed really well in this one. So but the speed is somewhat unprecedented. So these are two variables. One is the blue and the other one is the red. So one is the distance match, the percentage. So this is it's a query retrieval problem. So we used to have antivirus with virus malware as the query and retrieve results. So whichever ones were similar, that will have like really low distances. So that's what is called like low distance. And what's meant by the correct match is that, so each of these malware samples, they used to have lots of labels which are given by different antivirus software. So we wanted to kind of see if these labels are matching between the query and the retrieval, so that you kind of know that they are actually the correct ones and not the wrong ones. So what this is showing is that for the ones which are the query retrieval or the distance is very low, the match is very high. And for the ones which are distance is very high, meaning that they're not even good ones, like the match is like very low. And then there is something in between where like you have difference way. And so what we did after this was we put like thresholds, like we put like one qualitative thresholds. So from here would be, I think, very high confidence matches, and then these ones would be high confidence, and then these ones would be low confidence, and the last one would be like very low confidence, something like that. So that was why. And then when you have these two variables, and when you do a sorting, it kind of does it. It presents things very well, very nicely. So that's what so that's why I call it the multivariate chart. So let's see what it thinks. The user wants me to explain the provided chart. This chart shows two data sets plotted against an index. Excellent. That's why the indexes here, we kind of re-index this whole thing. Blue lines represent sorted index, increasing trend. Red dot represent percentage of correct match, decreasing trend. Excellent. The chart title and caption where the data is from a design experiment. So this was for only a small set, so that we can, this would be our design, and then this would be like kind of done for the larger set. That we would use these results from this for the larger set. Inverse relationship between sorted distance and percentage of current match. So it's so basically it's the gist is here, and then it's explaining the whole thing here. So basically it's more or less got everything right. And the key relationship is saying that saying that the caption excites inverse relationship between the two, and possible implications is common and task like retrieval of matching problems. Exactly. Excellent. See, I never said that this is a retrieval or matching, but it's kind of getting it there. So that's what, and it's talking about the confidence resulting in a higher percentage of correct matches. This is exactly what we did next. I think O1 also was able to kind of predict this part. So excellent, excellent. This is what I would really love from these kind of models. So overall, I think like Gemini Flash is just too awesome. I think I don't know. I think most of it we probably got like kind of right from what I see. It's like and then just imagine this is Gemini 2.0 Flash, and it's still an experimental. And I submitted 10 practical image challenges, and and then these were the same challenges that was given to O1. Which came out of preview, the O1, the full, not the Pro one, but the O1 model, and one-on-one, and I think it beats. I haven't marked everything yet, but this is excellent. So I should say hats off. I mean, hats off to Google, because I mean, to be honest. I mean, Google was not been having a great ride from the start, right? They started off with Bard, and then things didn't work well, and then with another Gemini's, that also did not work well. I mean, I myself, I subscribe to a lot of lots of different AI and large language models. I subscribe to ChatGPT. I subscribe to Claude. But Gemini, I was always let's wait till it becomes better, kind of thing. And I think now is the time. And I think finally Google is hitting back, and that's really amazing. So I think these are great times for AI, and this is just the beginning, right? This is just the beginning. It's just going to be amazing. So until next time. We'll catch up.